Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. We can take a look at both charts here in this video. Bitcoin around 39.5k, Cardano 87 cents. Not much movement, but we want to talk about what is happening here on the Bitcoin chart. And for Bitcoin, after it dropped here from this resistance level, that was a key one here. It didn't really manage to break above it. We talked about Bitcoin, this sort of fake out here to 45k. It did go too high. Didn't manage to break through here, and then obviously we started that sell-off. We talked about this trend line here, said it's very likely it's going to break because we don't really see a strong reaction to the trend line. It did then break, and we then looked at this triangle earlier today, but I think, yeah, as it oftentimes happens with these patterns, they move, they shift, so it looks more a bit like a yeah, you could call it now a bear flag, yeah, possibly here with a an ascending channel, yeah, but after such a downtrend, it is just a consolidation pattern, and I wouldn't be surprised if from here we are breaking further to the downside. We talked about that. A little bit of upside in such a downtrend is normal, because you are basically just consolidating, sort of going in the other way because it was just oversold, yeah. There is here this important resistance level on the table here around 40k. It's a bit of a zone, yeah, so you can't just give one specific price point, but it's, you know, it's around 39.8 to 40k, this sort of resistance level here, which was support before back in February, which was resistance here also in February. And I wouldn't be surprised if the price, or if Bitcoin is now doing something like that, where it's trying to retest it, yeah, from below. And if that retest, I can't tell you if that retest will be successful or not, but if the retest is successful, which means that a former support, and it was support here, is retested as resistance, which is what we basically did here, yeah, then this could be a bearish sign, yeah. It typically is, because you flip a support, a former support, to resistance, and then we could get down to that next level here at around 36, 37k. This would also be, would be a bit of a head and shoulders, yeah, going on here. Not a very beautiful one, a bit of an ugly head and shoulders, but we talked about the potential of a head and shoulders here. So this, I think, could really be playing out here. So we come down strongly, yeah. You basically oversold. You on the hourly, you oversold, yeah. You see it on the hourly RSI. We talked about in the previous video that we're just oversold, so you need to have a bit of sideways movement, which is exactly what we're doing now. A little bit of consolidation, and the 4 hour we were oversold as well. So you just have to come up a little bit, yeah. But the important thing is you're not oversold on the daily, not at all. You even moved into the bearish range below 50, so that indicates further downside potential, especially as you see it here on the MACD, where on the MACD you're actually getting your yeah, probably gonna get your bearish crossover here in the next day or two, yeah. You see the declining buying pressure, and also the stochastic RSI is heading further down, so that also is all confirming for me that we should see further downside. I mean, you cannot forecast every little move, and if we break above that 39.8 to 40k level again, it's not a problem. But this is the next resistance level that I see here, yeah, especially where we retested all of these previous where it retested previous, you know, various times in the last few weeks here. So for me, it's sitting at around 39.7k. So we're approaching that, getting there. Depending on how you want to see this one here, this pattern, this could even be an ascending channel or an ascending wedge, rather a bearish pattern as well that could play out to the downside. Yeah, I mean, the important thing is here we had support, yeah, so you moved up from here. Here we lost support, and you're just retesting it from below. So that's what I'm looking out for here. This will be a decision point here. I can't tell you if we break it or not. I wouldn't think we will, but then again, a resistance is only resistance as long as it's broken. And overall, we are still in this overall range here. We could still be in this overall wave 4 here, depending on when the high will be made. And I told you that any scenario is still possible here, unfortunately. Yeah, so the scenario where we are selling off straight away, and to be honest, we're not too far away from the target area anymore, between 20 and 29k. But also, you know, the price could move up from here. The price could still break above 46.5k, and we know in this scenario what we're going to do. I told you that I'm going to open a long position then, probably after a successful retest, and then I'm going to take profits around 55 to 65k in stages, and that would be that scenario, because after that plays out, then I would expect the price to fall down into this target area here. Primarily, I would expect the price to go down straight away. That would be preferred, would be faster, would be nice, would just tidy everything up. So that is where I expect the price to land. However, no reason to panic. As I said before, somewhere in this target area, then I would expect the turnaround, the turnaround of the trend back into an overall uptrend. Okay, so that is what I would expect in this area. In this area, we've got a lot of important support levels, like the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level for Bitcoin at around 27k, plus at around, I think, 22k, we've got the 200-week moving average running as well. So there's very important support levels going on there, yeah. And if we go maybe once more to the daily chart, if you are, you know, if you're going to lose this this current support where we're sort of hanging around here at around 39.5, then you're probably going to go down here to this next support, which will be at 36.5 roughly, yeah. And then what we could be seeing is that this M pattern is going to play out. We talked about that M pattern before, where you have basically here something like that, and then if that breaks here, yeah, then you're gonna move down, and the target of that M pattern could really take us into the middle of my of the target area here. So pretty much down there, not in the middle actually, but we touch it, yeah, depending on it will get there, and that would be very much in line with the 61.8% Fib level. I would see these technical targets a bit skeptical, but if you have a confluence of factors, like for example important support like the Fibonacci level, the 61.8 plus a technical target of an M pattern, for example, yeah, that could push the price lower. A lot of people see here at the moment an ascending triangle. Yeah, you know, possible. You know, I watched a few videos today where people talk about here this being potentially an ascending triangle, but yeah, which could be taking place. What we need to be aware of is that if you have an ascending triangle in a downtrend, it's not really meaningful in my view. Yeah. All right, that's Bitcoin. I resisted today. No additional animal meme for Cardano. I can't overdo it. I just can't, you know. So Cardano also did hold here support for now at this descending wedge support level, yeah, which was at 83 cents. Since then, also consolidating pretty much in line with Bitcoin, and even here you could potentially be seeing a head and shoulders pattern. I think we talked about it in the earlier video today, that this could become also some sort of a head and shoulders pattern, where this could just become a lower high, yeah, maybe in the next couple of days, and then you break your neckline, and then you're gonna go down back into this descending wedge that ADA is doing. And again, I remain of my view that we haven't seen the low here, and I have to say it, because as long as we haven't seen really sustainable higher highs and higher lows here, for me the downtrend is still at play. And for Cardano, the next target range would be between 30 and 55 cents. That's why I see the price come into. That's again sitting between the 88.7% Fib level and the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. And from here then, again, similar to Bitcoin, I would expect the turnaround for ADA as well. And for ADA, the price target in the next wave up would be at least $4.50, but probably higher. They are most likely higher, more around $5, $5.50 or something. So yeah, also Cardano is going to wake up. It's just taking a little bit of time. But then again, every crypto is pretty much at the moment in a correction. And yeah, I mean, how much has ADA really sold off from the top? 76%, 75, 76. And I mean, I don't know, but I don't really understand the hate. I mean, Cardano hasn't really pumped here throughout. Some cryptos have had more volatility, but in the end, they all have corrected 70 to 80% at the moment. So Cardano is not better or worse than other cryptos at the moment. It's just corrected down in a similar way. Absolutely, it has. So that's pretty much fact. Yeah, you can just look at what do we look at? Just look at Solana. What has Solana done? How much has Solana lost? Let's take a look. Also 70%. All right. So what else? What else can we look at? Let's just take a look at Link. The chain link. Let's take a look from the peak here. Again, 78%, right? So it's fact. And people can't say Cardano is performing badly, because they are all correcting down at the moment. Yeah, they all are. They all are. Even if I look at Veracity, right? What is Veracity doing? Here, even 80%, right? So I don't know what that is, if it's people telling stories and other people believing it, but Cardano isn't correcting more than other cryptos. It's not. Yeah, it's just started a little bit earlier with the correction, and it's taken a bit longer. Maybe that is the fact, because here, if you take a look at this, Veracity has had its peak back in end of October, whereas Cardano was in September, and it just was much faster to correct down than Cardano. Yeah, so it's all going to add up, and they all will do well. You know, the solid projects are going to do well, and Cardano, of course, as well. Yes, that's my view here on Bitcoin and Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, where you can get access to the Discord server, the Telegram live chat, the live stream. There's another one tomorrow. So tomorrow there is a live stream where you can also ask questions at 5 o'clock UK time. And if you really like the content, maybe check out the gold membership. That is for everybody who's, in addition to everything else, also interested in stocks and shares analysis. And very shortly I'm going to add more tech stocks as well, like Netflix, and what else do we have? I've added Microsoft anyway already. There's more to come. Yeah, absolutely. So I've got quite a few shares already, of which I think they are also a potential good entry, and I also make you aware about the exit points there for everybody who's not only interested into crypto, but also in a diversified portfolio. That's at least what I like to do. Not only crypto, I love crypto, and I have a good chunk in crypto, but I'm also a absolutely believer in a diversified portfolio. And let's be honest, within crypto, you can diversify only to a certain degree. In the end, they all move the same way, at different waves, yes, of course. And you can sort of spread out a little bit in crypto with maybe an exchange token, maybe an ecosystem token, maybe a metaverse token, whatever, or crypto. But in the end, you can't really go into different sectors. At least it's not that diversified yet. At some point, they will decouple themselves, surely, from Bitcoin. But if we talk about stocks and shares, there's another opportunity to just diversify a little bit. All right. Again, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.